Breaking news out of the NFL has thrown the sports world into chaos, as Commissioner Roger Goodell has taken a strong and unprecedented stand against Rex Ryan over his controversial remarks about Shadur Sanders. In a move that stunned both fans and insiders, Goodell not only condemned Ryan's statements but also declared that he would personally investigate the situation. His words carried weight. He made it abundantly clear that if the controversy proved to involve any form of smear campaign, the league would not hesitate to act. Even more shocking, Goodell asserted that he would consider removing Rex Ryan from all NFL activities if his conduct crossed the line. But the commissioner didn't stop there. He issued a stern warning that if any NFL club or owner were found complicit in fueling or enabling a campaign against Sanders, their ownership could be revoked. It was a direct, no-nonsense message that reverberated through every locker room, media booth, and front office in the league. This development marked one of the rare moments in NFL history where a commissioner publicly called out both a media figure and team owners in the same breath. The tone was unmistakably serious. If there were violations, they won't be tolerated, Goodell said. When we know what those facts are and the impact they have on our game, we'll deal with it very seriously. That statement alone was enough to set the football world ablaze. Suddenly, what began as another round of fiery commentary from Rex Ryan had escalated into a full-scale controversy, threatening to shake the NFL's foundation. The commissioner's decision to get personally involved underscored the gravity of the issue, making it clear that the integrity of the league and the fair treatment of players like Shadur Sanders was now on the line. Meanwhile, the Cleveland Browns organization was forced to respond as their own players became the center of this unfolding storm. During a recent press conference, head coach Kevin Stefanski directly addressed the situation. But firm Stefanski rejected the rumors and accusations that had painted Shedeur as arrogant or narcissistic. All of our players, and I'd include Shedeur in this, are working extremely hard, he said. He's been doing everything we've asked of him. He just needs to keep working, keep progressing, and doing what all of these guys are doing. It was a much-needed defense of a young athlete whose name had been unfairly dragged through the mud for days. The Browns made it clear Shadur Sanders was doing the work, staying focused, and showing the discipline expected of a professional athlete. The controversy had erupted barely a week earlier, when Rex Ryan criticized Shadur Sanders on air, claiming the young quarterback hadn't done enough to deserve a spot ahead of Dillon Gabriel. Those comments spread quickly, igniting outrage across the NFL community. But now, under mounting pressure, Ryan's tune had changed. But for many, the sudden reversal wasn't convincing. The timing made it clear that this shift was a direct reaction to the massive backlash Ryan had faced after his earlier remarks. NFL legends, analysts, and even fans had come after him relentlessly. Among them was Michael Irvin, who blasted Ryan for tearing down a young player for showing confidence. The same confidence that had driven generations of NFL greats. Every man in the league has to believe he's good enough, Irvin said passionately. If you doubt his confidence, then you don't believe in greatness. His point was clear. Confidence isn't arrogance. It's the lifeblood of every elite player who steps onto that field. Cam Newton also spoke up, calling out the culture of constant criticism surrounding young players, especially black quarterbacks like Sanders. Newton described it as a circus of double standards, where confidence in one player is seen as leadership, but the same attitude in another is branded as arrogance. You can't control people, Newton said pointedly. Some of the same things people ridicule Shedeur for are the things they praise in others. His comments added another layer to the debate, forcing fans to examine whether race and perception played an unspoken role in the way Sanders was being treated by both the media and the public. As this media storm continued to grow, Goodell's strong response began to look less like an overreaction and more like a necessity. In a league where image is everything, Ryan's remarks didn't just harm a single player, they threatened to disrupt the delicate balance of trust between players, teams, and the league itself. Goodell's intervention sent a powerful message to everyone watching. The NFL would not tolerate the public humiliation or targeting of its athletes, especially when such behavior bordered on character assassination. His willingness to call out potential wrongdoing at every level, even among team owners, showed that no one, not even powerful figures like Rex Ryan, was above accountability. In the days following the commissioner's announcement, the narrative began to shift. Ryan, now on the defensive, doubled down on his newfound support for Sanders, praising his skill and insisting that his earlier comments were misinterpreted. But for many in the NFL community, it was too late. His credibility had already taken a hit, and his backpedaling seemed more like self-preservation than sincerity. Still, his change of heart opened the door for a larger conversation about how easily public figures can shape and damage the reputations of athletes with just a few careless words. For Shadur Sanders, the spotlight has become both a curse and an opportunity. His name is now tied to one of the biggest off-field controversies of the season, but it's also elevated him into a national conversation about respect, perception, and fairness in professional sports. Through it all, the young quarterback has stayed focused, continuing to put in the work behind the scenes, quietly proving that his actions will speak louder than any pundit's words. As this story continues to unfold, the stakes remain high. Will the NFL follow through with its investigation? Will Rex Ryan's reputation recover from this storm of criticism? And will Shadur Sanders finally get the fair chance so many believe he deserves? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear: the league has entered a new era of accountability, and the old days of unchecked commentary are fading fast. So what do you think about this entire situation? Was Roger Goodell right to step in and threaten action against Rex Ryan and any involved team owners? Do you believe Ryan's sudden change of heart was genuine, or was it just an attempt to protect his public image after the backlash? And most importantly, do you think Shadur Sanders is being unfairly targeted, or is this just part of the growing pains of life in the NFL spotlight? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.